welcome back, guys. It is episode 13. How are we doing? Time flies by real quick. It's been a minute, but we're here. I am your host, FlipXS, aka Rai, aka Ryan, whatever you want to call me. Here, boys, it's Anishan and Ibrahim. What is going on?
Hi guys, what's up, guys? Hope you're enjoying a nice little afternoon. Your day's been going fine.
It's been going fine. Let me just start.
I hate when I hear this guy's intros.
You love my intros, man. I don't know.
I opened my window. It feels good.
Oh, really? It's kind of hot on my side.
Not a window. My blinds. It's cloudy, but we're good.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. Different sky for me, but okay.
How like it is episode 13.
It is
a very fun
came
number.
a long way.
Long way. It is a fun number. We want to talk about like
Well,
some stuff today, but there's like there's stuff in gaming news, and but one of the new. Let's talk about like one of the more fun things first before like the more fun things happen, right? Before the more fun things, let's talk about a fun thing that happened on your end.
Okay. Can I go into this? Because this is
Yeah. It's you.
Okay. So, what is it? June 29th? Oh man, we got a new character for one of my favorite games, Super Smash Bros. Min Min. So, she comes from a game called ARMS, another Nintendo game. And it's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting them to actually choose any ARMS character in this because they already have an assist trophy based on an ARMS character. So I don't know. It's kind of weird to see that. But anyways, point of the matter is we got a new character, more of a long range character rather than a close up fighter. So it's pretty interesting. I haven't gotten the feel for her yet. I find like some matchups like she just absolutely destroys, and like other matchups like she just can't do anything. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, she's pretty fun. I don't know if you guys have tried her yet, or
I actually don't have the second pass.
Oh,
And I am buying it.
Wow.
But like okay, I have a question about Min Min though. Like it says like she's long range. Like, so, like what if like a character's like in front of her, right? Like you know how her arms extend?
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
can't she just punch like right in front of her instead? Or is it weaker? Or like how does it work?
Okay, no, it's just like imagine if you're stretching your arms in front of you, like you still have that whole range to cover, but the actual hitbox is where the fist is in a sense, right?
Yeah, so
your
the fist
arms don't
extends
do
from her
any
body.
Yeah, there's no like lasting hitbox on the arms. It's only on the actual hand. So as the hand travels across the stage, that's where that hitbox is being active on, right? So you can, as long as you space it accordingly, and you're right in a sense, then you're cut. Like you can just avoid that hand in a sense. But the thing with Min Min is she got like you can attack with both hands in a sense. So you throw your right punch and then your left punch. It's almost like right after in a sense if you can time that properly. So it's kind of weird. So for her especially, she has this like a smash attack on her special move, but she doesn't really have any special moves. So like she can have two different smash attacks. Like and at the same time, she's the first character ever to have a smash attack while like airborne. Usually smash attacks are like done on the ground. So it's a lot of getting used to. I keep forgetting that she can do smash attacks in the air now, but
No, but like my actual question is like you say
yeah,
she's a long character, like she's a long range character, but like from like where her hand extends from her body to the end of it, right?
yeah,
That you can hit a person at any point, but
yes,
yeah, at any point, and the arm still extends when you tap a button for like from the input.
yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't cancel
stay
it if the
there.
person is in between that extension.
No, like
Okay.
it's still out there. So if
Okay.
your arms like you can go in between in a sense. So like in between the character and the hand, you can space. If you can space into it and get in there, then yes, then that's what makes her vulnerable. Though that's the thing.
I'm not talking
That's
about her
why
being
it's-
vulnerable. No, answer this question.
Yes,
Okay, answer the question.
yes. You
So the
can get
character
in-
can get hit from the initial point, right?
Yes.
From her
Yes.
body, the initial point,
Yeah.
and at the
Yeah.
end extension,
Yes.
the person will get hit and won't interrupt the extension. The arm will still extend past that hit the hit point.
Oh no, it will actually retract as long as it gets hit. So as long as you hit the character, then it retracts because that's a successful.
So what from 1 to 100, if the distance is hit at 10, it stops extending at 10.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so it goes back at 10. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yes.
So she's short and long range.
Yes.
Oh, that's...
But that's not how the way I look at it. It's like you're throwing an like a, I don't know, a ball. The ball could be short and long range in a sense, right? Just treat it like that. That's how I treat it. But boomerang. Sorry, you know what? This is more of a boomerang. You know Link's boomerang?
Yeah, but Link is short and long range. But Link is short and long range.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Link,
yeah,
but Link is short and long range.
Yeah.
So she would be short and long range as well.
She's better at long range. How about that?
I understand she's better at long range, but then it's like you can't classify her as just a long range character when she can still hit a person
in front of her. Yes.
In front of her, yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that's not her forte. Strictly, that's it.
Well, why is there a drop off at like shorter ranges?
Yeah, just because of the build up, like to actually throw out the attack and everything. It just there's a
so that's why. So it's not like a tip. She's not like a morph tipper, or she is like a morph tipper because like she needs like the full range to actually hit it.
Yeah.
Like full damage, right?
Yeah, because when you're say for example, what's a good character that's a close range? Can you give me one? Mario? Mario's a close range character.
Sure.
So all of its attacks are within his like very close proximity, right? But for her, because of the build-up time to throw out those arms and whatever, there's a lot of build-up range, and you can, if you're in fighting someone at that close, you just have to expect to get hit in a sense, right? So that's why I'm saying yes, she can attack at that range. Would you want to be fighting at that close range? No, right? Because once a character gets in there, I feel like, at least for me, and I don't know if anyone else can attest to this, for me, once I find a character within that range, I'm playing a losing game at that point. Drawing now. That's a nice animation. I would say, well, we'll see. I'm more interested in the patches though. What?
I just saw one right. I just opened it. I saw what the hell. I like the leg motion. Wait, does she have ponytail?
I don't know, man. It's actually more like a. It's more like a
hair, what do you call it? Bobtail or something? Haircut? I don't know how to describe it.
I dig it. I like it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go. I got it.
Yeah, like that with a hat on top. And a little mask covering the eyes, or like from the nose.
Shut up. Okay, what else are we talking about? What else are we talking about? Stop.
She has a sun hat now. She has a sun hat.
Okay, so mid is a new. Yeah, okay.
So
let's talk about
patches because there was a lot of good buffs in this game, like quite a bit. Like
Did my boy Mega Man get buff?
Mega Man? That is a good question. I don't see him on the list.
Well, I don't want to hear it
at the same time.
Is there anything major in the patches?
Oh yeah. So one of my favorite characters, for example, King K. Rool, they've significantly adjusted his launch angle. Oh my god! Now he has a killing. Like he can kill with his back throw. Like that's the main. I think the best adjustment for me. Everybody else says his armor. You know how when you hit his belly, like you can take a hit without flinching. Like that has been extended to take more damage. People are saying that's a lot better, but not for me in my opinion. I think that back throw is a lot better. People are saying Marth, his tipper mechanic is a lot much better. Like it's more easier to hit tipper.
I'd rather they buff his up B.
It's always been good.
His up B has been good, but it hasn't been as good as like
Lucina.
as melee.
No, but
Like the
we've seen
range
it
is
naked
garbage, like actual trash.
because you gotta get that tipper stuff. So that's the whole issue with that.
No, I
But
mean
Mars,
there's no
like,
point with tipping like in the up B. I'm talking about like the range on his up B, like for recovery is bad.
yeah.
Like it was better. It's better in Brawl, but like no, it was worse in Brawl. This is better than Brawl. But Melee was like the golden age for more like up Bs.
Really, I find like even right now, it's his up B is okay. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
okay. It's not great. That's what I'm saying. It's okay.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying like. But anyways, up B. That's the thing. Changing his up B. Yeah, I don't know.
It
I
would
can't
make him
do
god
that.
tier. It would actually make him god tier.
Well, Mars again, one of those pretty characters that got buff. Mewtwo though, Mewtwo. Wow, like they made him a lot better. Like okay. So in my experience, his downward throw, like you can move out of that like much faster. Like what they call it is, I think it's reduced vulnerability. What else is there? Back air. I don't remember if forward air was on there, but anyways, back air is a lot better. And his tail mechanics, any move that uses his tail, a lot better as well. And neutral special, his neutral specials got a lot faster too, so you can pressure to get right. Pit's obviously another character that got really buffed. His down tilt into like any aerial attack is like almost confirmed at like a lot lower percentages. Ike feels a lot stronger. I faced a couple of Ikes online. I'm seeing a lot more difference. Who else was out there that was notable? Villager. A lot of his aerial attacks gotten a lot better. To me, that's basically it. Bayonetta. This could remember Bayonetta from Smash 4, guys.
Yeah, no, she's broken. Did they break her again?
This is like the patches that they done to her. It's like getting there. It's almost like
Well, what did they do?
flashbacks.
Well, what did they do?
Up special, obviously. Like it's not easier to get out of it. Before, like you can just like, what do you call it? Do a lot of DI attacks, which is basically like doing directional movement on your key on the joystick to get out of it as quick as you can, to get out of those repetitive hitboxes for the up special. But now it's like a lot harder to get out of it. So you're getting comboed a lot easier. And I feel like that's the thing that really made her powerful in Smash 4. So I feel like once people get used to this, it could be a sign of Smash 4 coming back, like Smash 4 being coming back, if you ask me. So yeah, Incineroar, I still think even though he got buff, I still think it's not enough. There's something that has to change on him, really, in my opinion.
Isn't he still
Everyone
strong?
else, he is strong, but like in terms of a competitiveness, I don't know. I feel like he could have been better. I find like a lot of Incineroar. Anytime I match up on Incineroar online, like it's like I call it free, like really. So I'm sorry for any Incineroar mains. I'm just calling it as it is. Don't at me, okay?
You're saying your main's trash. You should add him.
Yes, you should add him. You should challenge him too.
He's fun to use though. Like I'm gonna say it right now, he's fun to use. So, Meta Knight. Meta Knight's been good. Got really good buffs in terms of like forward air. What else did I see? Back air is easier to hit those multi attacks. What I'm seeing a lot from online players are the neutral special, which is the tornado thing. There's been a lot of people who've been using that, and I feel like they're hitting that more compared to before.
That's been spammable though. That was just like Meta Knight's thing. Like it's just spam. Like you don't do damage, but like you just spam it.
No, it's like that thing. Okay, so in this game it can kill like a high percent. So especially when you're close to the end zones, I feel like you can kill with that now, right? So, what else is there? I think that's really it. I can't really remember anyone else. I was really hoping they would, what do you call it? What's the opposite of buff?
Nerfs.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Gamer fan.
I'm sorry.
The only buff there we don't nerf.
I was hoping they would nerf Sonic. Oh my god, he's so annoying.
Why? What's wrong with Sonic? He's my second.
Sonic's fine. Honestly, Sonic is fine.
Yeah, Sonic's fine. I don't see what's wrong with Sonic.
No, I don't know.
Like he doesn't have a lot of kill, but like he's fine.
I don't know. I feel like this. I don't know.
I think you've been using a lot, like too many heavies. That's why.
Oh, heavies is where it's at, man.
Exactly. So that's why you think he's annoying.
I don't know. I have to always treat a character that like I really don't like to face him, and it's just like ah. Anyways, that's it. I think that's it really for the patches.
Wow.
No one else is really. I think the other one is Kirby forward air. That's it. That really I'm noticing that people are using online. That's it.
What did they do to the forward air? Why don't you tell us?
It's easier to hit the second and third attack in a sense. So it's like a 3-stage attack, right, of forward air kicks or whatever that he does. And that last hit, I feel like sends you out faster.
Forward air. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember what the forward air was. It's been a minute since I played Smash.
You should get into. Well, maybe you should get into it.
It's been since December.
Yeah. I don't.
Let's look at it this way. I opened up Smash and I downloaded the last 3 characters of the first pass. Well, last time I opened, I opened up Smash.
Big.
I don't know, Hero, Kazooie, and there was someone else. I forgot who it was.
Me too.
Talk about Joker.
I know I had Joker. Joker was the last one I had before playing consistently.
Joker.
But Smash is a fun game.
You should get into it, man. Try Min Min out. He's pretty good. Okay, if you got Twintel, I would think you would get into this.
Yes, if Twintel was there, yes, I would definitely play the game.
It's not even like I care which character it is. It was more like other games I'm interested in came out.
No, I think you would have still played it. Twintel.
I don't think the moveset would have been different if it was like it's literally a reskin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I still think he would get into it just because of Twintel.
I never played ARMS.
I know, that's why I was hoping she would be in there. But anyways, Min Min's not bad, but whatever.
How old is Min Min?
What?
No. You want me to Google this? I don't know.
What?
Why? Do you want me to Google this right now? Like I can.
What the?
I was asking. Oh, you know what? She's 18, which is the legal age.
I'm done.
Are we doing a segue? Do I hear a segue?
We are not doing a segue.
So when we talk about.
You guys.
Wait. No, wait. Okay, it's serious. Okay. The segue was funny.
Oh my gosh, he had this.
It was. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was.
Okay. So okay, what you want to say about?
Okay.
Yes.
So. Let's just finish it. Oh my god.
I can't believe do this like this. God, you can't do Min Min dirty like that.
What do you mean?
All right,
what?
Go.
What do you mean? What was dirty?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he said you have to give the character more respect.
Yeah.
You're taking it a different way. It's people like you that twist people's words and make things bad. But you know what words are true?
What?
The people being that are accusing said Smash players on Twitter, right? And that is the real life phone call that people need to pick up. You need to open your eyes, answer the phone, right, and realize who your favorite Smash players are, how true they are to the game, and how much they respect their own career, right?
Well, I would say true to just say true to themselves. Does that make sense to say?
No, definitely not.
Do not be true to yourself in this.
Definitely. How do we? This is a sensitive topic that we need to actually bring up. We need to actually talk about the topic now. Like the segue's been going too long.
You guys have more information on this than I do.
We actually have to talk about the topic now. So
what are we talking about? What are we segueing into?
Controversy.
You know more about this than I do.
Not a
Let me put something on screen. Just like introduce it for us.
Okay. Well, all right. I guess I'll go into this.
Controversy.
It's not really.
It's not a controversy. More like a violation of human, not rights.
It's all controversy. It's all controversy in the community.
So okay, fine. You know, I'll do it. So apparently, the Smash community has been lit up in flames, right? Many top players in the last few days have been accused,
And commentators
have been accused
organizers as
of
well.
misconduct regarding an underage person.
In particular, let's just say it's a mixture of sexual misconduct and pedophilia. Really,
Things you should not be doing with minors. So we're trying to get.
Yeah,
so
well,
basically, okay,
yes.
yeah. So happened with a minor, and now it's been on Twitter, and it's blowing up. And like this is just the tip, like the tip of the iceberg. Like let's be real. All right.
Yeah, it
People
seems.
getting
I mean, like you're finding something almost new every day. Like in a sense. Well, I haven't looked into it.
I want to put on a screen, but I'm not gonna show the person accusing said people, but I don't even want to put this on screen because it's so weird.
No.
Hold on. I need it on screen because I need to follow this.
You need to see it, and then everyone else is gonna see it. That's a thing, right?
People need to be woke. They need to see what is going on.
It's got a good point, but at the same time,
They really need to see it. Like that we're not bullshitting. Like this is an actual thing that's happening.
I mean, it's pretty well known. But
It's well known. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
but
Here you go. Fine.
does this
You know what?
matter?
Here you go.
Okay.
So,
Yay.
there's pictures of people who are being accused. These are commentators. These are players. Highly respected. Have a huge fan base in the community, at least the Smash community, on YouTube, on social media, wherever. And what they've done really is disgusting, right? Let's call it what
I
it
know
is.
one of these people.
Well, wait. Well, anyways, like
Really, I know one as well.
Yeah,
think-
we know the same one.
Yeah.
no. Well, I think really for me when I was following this, the biggest tragic was one of the popular streamers or gamers, I would say, when he was accused of it. Yeah, that's when I realized that this is like a legit issue at this point. Usually, I wouldn't say usually. If any time this thing did occur, it would probably, or sadly, I would say, get maybe a little attention, at least for me. Just because it wasn't a well-known gamer, I would say. But when this whole week started, and you're getting big names getting accused and them admitting it, that's when I realized, oh my god, there is a legit problem in this community. At the very least, I think this is a good start, sadly to say, or maybe not a good start, but a start, right? Like
To
one
what?
of those things they say, well, to fixing
Shedding
the
light.
problem. Well, fixing the problem, yeah, shedding light on it, right? How do you know something's broke? Well, you don't know something's broken until it's shown to you. I have no idea, right?
You're trying
Anyway,
to find like a phrase, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Or you're trying
You
to
don't know
make
something's broken until you fix it. You don't know something's broken until you fix it.
that what? Okay. Anyway,
No,
but
that's not
here's the
it.
thing. Like it's something that's been covered up. Like there are like what do you call it? Actions like these. It's
Yeah,
been tried.
well, it has been.
Like it's
Yeah.
been a lot of things happen like this. Like you know how the BLM movement's going right now because a lot of atrocities have been covered up. Stuff like this that we're showing right now on screen. I'm pretty sure there was an attempt to cover it up, but then there were like the person in question has spoken out, right? And now it's getting all this attention. Really, I don't know what the whole situation is, but one of these people being well over the age, right? Who has a big following, who has a huge influence. Really, you could choose anyone, of age.
Suitable to
Like anyone would love to be in their position. Like anyone on screen right now, anyone here, people would love to be in the position, but these people
right.
would throw it away, for like one act. Let's call it hedonism.
Oh, never heard that.
Let's call it hedonism, okay? Like, not that it's good, but like people are living the dream, and this is like their state of mind. They're like, this is okay, and that's something that we should be like, it's not.
Definitely not.
They use their fame to get what they wanted.
Yeah, like maybe they were drunk, maybe they're under influence, but that's not an excuse.
I wouldn't say that you're in a situation where.
Well, no, I mean, yes. Could okay. Like for me, in a sense, I don't know. I can't even begin to think why you would go there. To tell you the truth,
I don't know either. The only thing I thought of was like you're at a party, you think it's a party where everyone is of age, and it turns out that some people aren't, and you get caught slipping. That's what I. But these are different. There's different situations for all these cases.
I hear you, but look, this is your career. That's the thing. You don't go to like a work party and then.
Yeah, no, that's hold on. Okay, we're getting started.
Well, this is these people have work
and
private life like very mixed. Like work and personal life are mixed, like super mixed. They can't just be like, I'm gonna stop playing Smash and stop working and then be like, okay, I'm gonna go. But like these are the same friends that they hang out with and still play games and have fun off stream or off like commentating.
Their work parties are where like you are supposed are parties. Like they go to parties to show up and to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like really it is like they're endorsing parties.
Yeah, so it's like you can't say, well, you got to act professional at a party.
Their job is literally like with a game that is PG rated for everybody. So knowing that, like, it's their responsibility to understand, like, who could be at this party, regardless of the drinking, or whatever. Like, people will be in. So it's like, I know you're drunk. Everyone wants to have a good time. Like, I get it. People want to have a good time, but it is. You cannot be drunk enough and still say I can commit this act without a presence of mind, because if you don't have presence of mind, you're in the toilet. You're throwing up. Like, you wouldn't be able to commit any kind of act if you are that drunk or under whatever influence.
I would say
that for all of these people, all those cases aren't the same for all these people.
No, okay, yes,
it's
right.
not. I'm just saying
some of them were just abusing their power. Some of them were abusing their power.
Yeah, it's via like messages and whatnot.
Yeah, we're really like pushing on like one case, but there are a lot of cases that happen.
Yeah.
No, okay, so yes, that's a good point. So,
like there was something like this that happened in the Pokemon community with King Nappy, where he was just abusing his power and he was like just messaging underage people, and then like trying to convince them to do stuff.
Okay, well, we're not gonna there are cases of people like using their power. Like, I get the fact, like I get the state of mind that you get where. Let's be real. Like,
is it a high? Maybe
it is a high. It's a high. Let's be real. Like, a lot of people who are gamers earlier in their lives, would get bullied for it, would get ostracized for it. Like, you're a fucking loser. You get famous, you blow up, you suddenly have all this power. Like, I should probably use it. You probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
you really shouldn't.
Use it on people of age, don't underage. Like...
No, not even of age. You shouldn't be abusing people or like using your power to.
Okay, but we're talking about like getting with somebody or hooking up with somebody.
What's the word? Like to extort people for what you want?
You're not. Yeah, you should extort people.
Like stuff like that.
We're saying on a hook, you could hook up with a bunch of girls that are of age or a bunch of people of age.
Yeah, like I said, you have the option. You just have to be of sound mind, and like if you don't have it, then like it's your fault.
Exactly, you do have the option. There's no reason that you should.
But there's a lot of people like well into their 20s is the problem here. Like almost into it.
Almost into their 30s.
Yeah.
Some of them are married.
Yeah, and you know, like there has to be a line. There at some point you have to grow up. You have to understand like what the fuck's happening.
As the adult, yeah, I would say so. But at the same time. See, the thing is, in order to fix this problem, I think at the same time, you still need to hold accountable the other side.
The organizers?
No, the ones that are like these kids in the sense of teenagers, the ones that are not of age.
Yeah,
right?
these teenagers
Yeah,
are just trying to get into parties and be like, wow, this cool person's
Yeah,
here.
like
I
we
want
would
to
do
go
this.
and
We
like
would do
make
the
friends
same
with
thing.
them.
We would do the. Okay,
No,
here's
no.
the thing. Here's how.
Okay,
Okay, hold on, let me-
parties. Okay,
This is how I,
okay, fine.
no, here's how I look at it. Right. When we were that age, we would do the exact same thing if we were in that teenager's shoes.
What? No, not well. Okay, fine. Maybe. Okay,
Go-
for my. Okay.
Like you wouldn't want to go in the party because you
I can
saw
see
like
where
a
you're
big influencer. Like, okay, we didn't really have influencers on our page, but you know, like there's like a
Like
famous
someone, like
person.
a movie star, a movie.
Yeah,
a
was
movie
at the
star
party.
stuff.
You want to go in and just to meet them or even say hi, and then God forbid you have a conversation with them, you like be elated,
And
you
then
cream your
something
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they do so. They use that power and then do something to you.
yeah.
Like that's not your fault.
That's not your
No,
yeah. It really isn't your fault because really it's their responsibility.
Okay.
Like you trusted
that-
that person would be a decent person, a human being at that.
Okay, so I can understand when it's a, when it's a story of that flow, but what about when it is the other side? I would still say like that's doing the advancing, in a sense. Yes,
The
I
other
know.
side that's doing the okay. Who's doing the who's doing the advancing? Are you saying?
In that situation, we're not talking about that. That's not the situation we're talking about.
What's that?
The situation, if it's underage kids, like, okay, I'm gonna try and sleep with this adult.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different situation than someone unwillingly abused you.
No, yeah, no, which I agree.
I think you're thinking of two different situations.
No, I'm asking of course, that's why I'm asking the other question because in a sense, I don't know if we need if it's something that you need to look at from all angles to fix this problem.
Yes, like from a promoter standpoint, like yes, like
mm-hmm.
you really should screen check like these kids and make sure like everyone's of age, and maybe you shouldn't have mixed parties, all age parties, because that just will cost trouble.
No, yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, I think that was the wrong thing to do. I've seen a comment.
Or if you're going to, well, even then it's hard to regulate that because a lot of these people have like private parties. So
if you're having a private party and you're causing that issue, you know what? That's on you. When you get.
But I feel like a lot of these situations were private parties.
And that's what I'm saying. If you're having all this stuff and you're not taking responsibility, honestly speaking, that's something that you should be screening.
Yeah, but like, again,
but
like, that's on those guys.
When say you, me, or like if either any of three of us were to hold a party, and there's going to be people who are not of age, I'm not holding a party with people who are not of age. I'm just saying, say you do, right?
Say you weren't, and then like what do you call it? Like underage people show up anyway.
Okay, you gotta leave.
You don't know. Like you just yeah.
Okay, right? So we're okay. Like hold on. So this situation, I'm hosting like a big party, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm making sure that I have someone screening people
at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have fake IDs.
No, and that's what I was gonna say next. Exactly.
I feel like you should be able to tell what a fake ID is.
It's like some people don't care. Here's the thing: some people don't care, right? And it's like, yeah, you can tell what fake ID is.
And then sometimes you don't even know.
Let's just say the situation you had all this, but underage people still showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who are we putting the blame on here then? If we're gonna have this conversation, because I did all I could to.
Okay, we're not trying to place the blame. We're just saying this happened, and then now you have to deal with like some underage kid that's being harassed by an older person. Like we're not trying to place the blame on like if an underage kid came.
I wouldn't know that person is underage.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know. Yeah, so you wouldn't know.
About it.
And what we're saying is that it's your responsibility to find out.
No, it is.
But how would I find out? I did everything in my power to find out, and somehow this person.
Except for ask, are you of age? Like, I want to see your ID.
Okay. Who's gonna? But you had someone to do that, though. You literally had someone.
No. See, this is what I would do. This is what I would do.
If they still get passed,
are you gonna trust someone else with your life? Like you just hired, right? Like you don't know this person. You're gonna.
Yeah, if I hired this person and then I'm like.
I wouldn't. I don't trust people. Like 100%, I don't trust people.
Yeah, but you're at like a big party, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna be focusing on everyone at that party, right?
You're not.
So
Yeah, you're not. You're not gonna know who's
go
there.
your whole party without seeing a party. If I see a person, I'm like, okay, that person looks pretty young. What is that person doing here? I'm gonna talk to them about something. Like, did you check that person's ID? I'm like, are you sure? Like, I'm like,
It doesn't matter that they look young. They could look old as hell and they'll still be underage. That's the thing.
And that's the thing also.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. How can you control it? You cannot control.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's why
what was it?
no
You
hookups
can't.
out there.
Yeah, we can't control it. Yeah, and if you were to hook up with someone, like, find the fuck out.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because look,
What you just said, if they look their age, and then you're like, and you're like, okay, let me see your ID, and you still get tricked by that. Like,
no, but that's the thing. See,
at that point, that's the game. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
the
not
only
the
thing
game,
I can think of.
but like, you know, that's what.
It's a that's
No,
it's
no.
a very. I think we're
Hold on.
focusing on like a very slim situation. Like,
Okay,
I won't say
let
barely,
me
but that's an unlikely situation in this case. Maybe for
Okay.
one person it happened to them, but I feel like for all these cases they knew what they were doing.
No, there was. I forget who it was. I was reading once somebody stated.
Yeah, like one case, but you think all those
where it
cases are
was
the
like
same?
that.
Yeah, but you think all the cases that we have been revealed are all
No.
the same?
I think there was one I was reading the other day, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
saying that's
what
one
you're
case
saying,
out
like-
of like 20.
Mhm.
I feel like the other 20 cases they knew exactly like that person was not of age, and they said screw it.
Yeah, after yeah, exactly like you're saying. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
We're
they got
focusing on
into that
situation.
thing. I think I think even he was still like in a word canceled, right? But let me go back to that point where you're saying you're trying to figure it out. So, correct me if I'm wrong. If you are interested into somebody,
Yes.
it wouldn't be one of your goals to be able to figure out know more about this person, right? And then you would ask them
Realistically, yes, but we're also
Yeah.
guys. Let's be real here. Let's keep it a buck here. There
No,
are a lot
I
of
would
times
still
where
say
we're guys when we're supposed to do background checks and we do not do background checks.
so it's a guy issue. See, that's the thing. I still wouldn't say.
No, I'm
that's
not saying it's
the
a guy. I'm saying, but like, let's be real. Not everyone's doing background checks in this world.
case. Yes.
Especially if they look the age, they look like they're 25 or something. You're not gonna all the time do a background check.
I feel like that's just the world we in. Honestly, I really I don't know.
I don't think people really do stuff.
I don't know. For me,
Okay, I
Like,
believe.
and also
Okay.
there are ways you could look at someone and you're like, yeah, that person looks like they're underage.
Okay,
No, I hear what you're saying.
I believe that there is a small amount of fault on the person advancing. Like, say you are the underage person and you go like, oh my god, this person's so hot, they're like 30, whatever, I'm underage, and you still pursue that. There is a small amount of fault to
We're
you.
focusing on a small, like,
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm saying, like, there is a small amount of fault, and I'm like, okay, fine. But it is still on the person who was, you know,
yeah, it's still on the
of
other
age
person.
that
That's what I'm
knows
saying.
everything to find out. Especially, like, honestly, like, if someone's like, they look like they're under 24, really, for safety, right? Like, you're gonna use a condom regardless, right?
Wait, what?
Like, you want to be safe. You want to be safe,
That's the whole other conversation. We want
right?
we're talking about the situation we're talking about
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you.
no, but he's got a point. Like,
No, but like, you
Yeah,
want to be
no, but-
safe. If your mindset, hey, I like, if you don't care, you're going in like raw, 100%. Like, if you don't give a shit, like, you're going to jail, you're gonna die, whatever. But if you're gonna like go through the effort of going to like wherever you keep your condom and pull it out, you have to go through the effort of going through her purse and be like, yo, where's your ID?
This is like a one scenario thing. I think.
I don't know. To me,
I think we're focusing on one scenario, and I don't think this is the same
okay.
scenario for everyone.
The other scenario is that, like, you're forcing someone, like, say the person's underage or whoever, that's trying to get their career going, like on Twitch or on YouTube or wherever, what social media, who cares? And you are the person in power who can influence that, and now you're abusing the powers that I won't help you unless you do this, right? And then now that is an abuse of power.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm saying is, because I think we're focusing on what if you don't know their age, but I feel like in a lot of these scenarios, they knew the age of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think like they knew the age, and they still did what they did.
Yeah.
Which, and I'm like, I'm like, why am I putting the blame on the kid? All the blame should go to you, because like if you know the age, you know that's wrong.
Yeah, so like that, we already made that point. We know like all of these people are of age, and what they did was wrong. And I think most, if not all of them, already admitted it and started deleting content off of their platforms. And honestly, all of these people probably shouldn't come back for a very long time or at all. Should probably look at a new career path. Is really what this is going to be.
I think some of them did, to my opinion, from what I'm hearing.
Let's be, a lot of people won't come back.
No, just
they can't. You can't come back from this. You cannot come back from this.
Like you're gonna go to
serious cases,
another job, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you can come back from this.
But I want to transfer topics from here because there's still stuff like on the same thing. It's still like Twitter-ish social media relevant, but here like your last few things. Yeah, no, like we all know it's wrong. Like we know we're not gonna see videos, even though like as entertaining, as funny or whatever, as cool as like their content was, like that wasn't cool what they did. Like it's not good.
It's real people getting affected. I hear you.
And a lot of people, they can't handle the amount of power that they get, and this is what happens, and they have to back out, right? Anything else from you guys? I just want to bring up another thing which is kind of relevant.
I guess to say a word in a sense. Be interested in anybody, or if you get any advances, just get to know the person first. Ask those questions, right? It's if the person really is interested in you, they would answer those questions. I don't know. Don't commit yet. For me, the way I see it is don't commit. Commit till you know for sure. Right?
You're focusing on a whole different situation.
I'm just saying that. I mean, this is what to me. This I don't know if I'm trying to put myself in the sad. I don't know why I'm doing this, but
I think that's wrong. You're putting yourself in that situation, but like you're not
the same as a lot of people. Okay,
yeah, you're not going after underage people. I feel like you're looking at from like an innocence point of view. Like, why would someone do that? Or like, how would you get caught in that situation? But that's the only way you would get caught in that situation.
Okay, here. Let's change topic. So say, you are in a position, right? Like I'm gonna change topics here, but like you are in a position.
Okay.
You are the influencer, right? You have, and you meet all these people, right? And a lot of people go up to you like, hey, we should collaborate. We should do these things. And some of them could be guys, like some of them could be girls, and then some of them could be hot girls, whatever. What's to say you wouldn't use your power to say like, okay, I can help you out, but you got to do this and this for me, and then slowly escalates, right?
Make a deal.
Because this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna pull something up on the screen right now. You guys know offline TV?
Offline TV?
No idea.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
So offline TV, like for people that don't know, that just started on the internet, offline TV is a bunch of streamers, ex-pro players, media influencers, whatever. They all made a company, and they made offline TV for YouTube and whatnot. So they're gonna make content creation, and for the views, whatever, ad revenue, and they make connections, yada yada yada. One of them being Fedmeister, who was kicked out following harassment allegations.
Which one is that?
So he is the dude in the middle, like this dude right here. For a long time, a lot of people just look at him like he would only hit on girls. He would like do streams with just girls, stuff like that. And what was, you guys know Pokemon, right? She's our Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I don't know. I say Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon, whatever.
I say Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Because Gucci, but okay, the joke's old. But what it is, like, she always thought as him like being like really close to her, and she would tell him all her secrets, whatever, and all this. She put out a video earlier, like I think earlier in the week, where she said her side of the argument, where like she always thought that he was like the closest one with her. She'd like they were really close, so she would like always say, what do you call it? Basically, or just at her like the T, whatever. Mm-hmm. And what the accusation towards him was that he was like very manipulative And what he would do is like, yeah, for all the guys that would like try to get close to Pokey, like he would just like manipulate it where like he would say that they were dating when like they have never dated at all. Right, so now she feels that she's missed out on so many friendships. She hasn't like on all the relationships she could have had because she was being manipulated, or the relationship itself was being manipulated by him. And this was happening with like all the other girls. Like he would go to other girls' rooms and like do like, you know, weird shit. Like it's either like he would like just sit on the bed, or like I don't know, I think somewhere here it says like they would like harass them sexually or otherwise. And yeah, like so he was an influencer that used his power to manipulate people into either saying that you can do this for me, or else you won't, your career will never like lift off, or stuff like that. Like just straight up abuse of power. And I'm not saying it to like put down the guy, because like really it's been happening for a long time, and now it's come to this where he's been kicked out.
Everyone does it in certain different ways.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry, what?
I was just saying that everyone uses their power in different ways to get what they want.
See, so what do you call that power though at this point?
What do you mean? What do you call that power?
You have someone. You have some type of power. You
are in a position to influence someone's career. Like you can say you can get this person get promoted or not, or you can say literally if you say something bad about a certain person, thousands of people will hear it and they won't ever watch your channel, won't ever watch your content because you said this person had a bad whatever.
Yeah, power is power. No matter
that's
how
power.
little
like that's the power of you just saying something.
Because like as long as you're on like a higher chain as someone, like you have some type of power over them.
No, you know what? It's a good point, because you know, looking at it from that aspect, people trust you for your information. You're a reliable piece of resource in a sense, right? It's kind of similar to, and I'm just making a comparison case here. I'm not really switching topics. The fact that I think Twitter took off Donald Trump from being verified or whatever, like one of those verified sources or whatever, those check marks or something, whatever they do on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because of the information that he was giving was, you know, not false and was messing up the credibility of the platform. Right? So it's, you do have that sort of a responsibility when you're getting to when you're of that strategy position. Position is the right word. That's
I don't know what the first word you're trying to say, but yeah, position.
I don't know. I couldn't say either. That's why I switched. The fact of the matter is, you have to be careful what you're saying. And unless it's been verified, you're sure, or you're very knowledgeable of it, you shouldn't be saying it in a sentence, right? So, I don't know. You can put. I'm trying to say it's a difference from putting out your. Well, you know, even putting your views could even hurt people. I would say, even right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I would say so. Right? If you're unsure of something, don't say your views, because you know people. It's up for. It's there for it could be there for misinterpretation, right? So.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm not very
with this this particular incident is where Fed like himself would talk shit about one of the girls living in the house, saying like, oh, she doesn't really do anything, all she does is play League, yada yada, and then like, and he thought there would be like she's wasting space for another better content creator, right? And this was like someone who was living in their house, right? They all live together and they're in the company, right? So literally it's a company and house. So like I said, like personal and work life are so like intertwined that you can't escape it. And this is like him saying it to the house members. I don't think he said it publicly, but yeah, there's like stuff, the kind of things that would happen, right? So like he would use that and say like, because he said that, and then I think some people overheard and then her views drop, I'm assuming.
I would think so.
Right.
I would think so. After
so he's basically a bully, is what you're saying.
It's basically, yeah, like I mean bully, but like he would, like the thing is that he would have like streams with just him and then 10 girls. Like I've seen it before. So like, he would always like use the fact that like, oh, he's not popular with the girls to get more girls, like that type of thing is what I'm seeing from the outside looking in.
There's
Right.
a lot of influencers that do that.
Yeah,
That play that game.
No, I know, but like that's why we're talking about it, because is it justifiable?
it's not justifiable. It's definitely not justifiable. If your thing, okay, if your thing is to say, okay, I want to boost female streamers so I can have all streamers, even though I'm a guy, I would have a stream, like a podcast stream like this, only with girls. We're all gonna have our webcams on, and I'm gonna be in the middle and have girls surrounding me, and we can talk. If that is your way of boosting female streamers, to me that's fine. But if that is your way to get better girls, like to hook up with these girls, that is wrong.
Yeah, there's like
that's the line.
If it was just like, hey, I'm doing this because like I want to work with these people because they're cool and they just happen to be females, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're doing it because
behind the scenes,
I'm trying to get in their pants,
yeah,
like,
behind the scenes, say like, I'm not gonna have you on the next podcast if you don't la 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 la. That is wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
She's like, oh, I'm not into that. She's like, I'm not into that. And you're like, okay, fine. You're not on my streams anymore. Yeah, you're trash.
Yeah. So, like, and he said like speaks out. Like I've seen like before, not just this website. And he's just like he says he wants to get better, yada yada. They want to do it. Like now he's off like the company and everything, and I guess they're looking for someone new. So hook your boy up. LOL, joking. Like I'm
This
not.
guy,
No.
right?
That was a joke. That's a joke. That's a bad joke. But
that was a horrible joke.
yeah, just half joke.
So,
but in all seriousness, hopefully this guy gets like the help he needs, because really, manipulative behavior is a psychological thing.
that would make sense.
And it could lead to other worse stuff, but at least like he is or should be looking for help right now. Yeah.
It's what it is, I would say. No, yeah, I hear your point. Like it's the whole the mentality thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, now that
sorry.
we're into that,
there is one more.
I guess
we'll talk about this one as well.
Since we're already kind of on the topic, I would say, do you want to bring it up, or do you have the information on it?
I don't have a lot of information, but here, this is some global news. Like this is the first thing showed up.
I would
on
still say.
Yeah. So anyway, Mr. Wreckful Byron, he was. Hold on, sorry. He was a very popular streamer. Apparently committed suicide at the age of 31. Rest in peace. Mostly on Warcraft, I believe, Hearthstone, and other gaming, and then he did IRL streaming at one point. But from what I understand, he was showing symptoms of mania. Was it bipolar?
Just
I believe it was bipolar.
I don't know the something.
I think bipolar.
I just don't remember the names.
Mania, bipolar, and I think it was like something that was like an opposite. I'm not gonna say the word because I think it's definitely wrong, but where he would like show, what do you call it, signs of being happy at the most inappropriate times. Like I think something bad happened to him and he just didn't care, like stuff like that. There was an incident where he openly cheated on his girlfriend on stream. And
how do you do that?
Yeah, well, basically, I think he was on a stream at a convention or whatever. I think there was a girl that he was hanging out with, and then like the girl kissed him. They kissed like literally twice, and he showed no remorse for it. And then his girlfriend, I think they broke up at one point. I don't know the whole detail, but yeah. So basically, the thing was like he didn't show any remorse for it, and that was, I think, the beginning of where like his career went down, because he never, not career, but his mental state started to deteriorate. And yeah, so like
at
he
one point he started slowing down his streams and stuff like that.
He was.
Yeah.
There were stories of him like, yeah, he didn't really like drama, but openly cheating on your girlfriend on stream in front of thousands of people just invites drama, right?
Yeah.
There was that, so he didn't like that, so he slowed down his streams. And I think at one point he went to Japan and started doing a bunch of stuff in Japan, and he felt good traveling. He traveled with who was his name? Um, he traveled with a fellow streamer. I forgot who it was. Soda Poppin', maybe. It's a different guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not. I already said it, but like, it might not be him. And he seemed a little bit better because like IRL streaming was like a little bit better for him. He felt better than like staying at home. But I guess like it still wasn't enough for him, right? So him proposing to his girlfriend, like literally the day before, or hours before, really. Like honestly, I don't think she even read it. Like 2 hours later, after openly proposing to his girlfriend on Twitter, he got backlash and just
Well, maybe front up
did it
right on the thing. Like, what do you kind of I think that's what really pushed him over the edge at that point. I really do think,
well, I don't think
like,
she even answered, which is weird because it was just like the community that just went at him for saying, why would you do this openly?
No, I don't know. I think that's the part that makes me sad. Like, if you know anything about them and you're seeing this and you're seeing what was happening, I don't know. You would have just questioned it rather than saying what you would say.
That's a hindsight being 2020 situation.
No, I understand, but then it was, to me, looking at it, like, to tell you the truth, I didn't know too much about Rexful, but
I didn't either, but I know the name.
No, I know, but just going over the tweets and seeing that, I'm just like, there's something.
Yeah, going over it and looking at it, but like in the real time moment, no one's thinking about that. It's like the Etika situation. There was clearly a sign that Etika was going down a downhill path, but no one caught up onto it until it was too late.
No, this was clear too. People like his peers actually could see him like being like super sporadic, like super eccentric. Where I think there was a story of him buying an apartment and then just inviting people to live with him just so he can have like a social circle.
Yeah, there's a clear signs, but like I said, in the moment, no one really acts on it until it's too late.
Yeah, no one acts on it. Like, you have such a following, like literally like #1 World of Warcraft player, right? You have all these people like watching you, and I get how big like it can be, like where you have thousands of people commenting and you only read the negative comments, and that just reinforces how you think about yourself, like what your situation is. And sometimes I think like it's not for everyone. Like, as entertaining as you are, like mentally you have to be strong.
It is not for everyone. Because naturally, as humans, we focus on the negative than the positive.
Yeah.
So you could get like 10 positive comments, so that one negative comment is gonna like just bother you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a negative comment.
Even though you have like 10 people telling you how awesome you are, just that one could set your mood. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of entertaining people that I know. Like, if you guys know what my wallpaper is, anyone watching, if you've ever seen my wallpaper, you know like I'm a big like Mendo fan. And if you watch his streams, all it is people talking shit about him. Like, he doesn't like people talking shit about other people, but like I think, you know, every once in a while you gotta be nice to the guy, even though you're gonna say like, haha, stop kissing your sister, that type of joke. That's kind of like not good for someone's mental health. And as gamers, yeah, in long run it's not good. Like, you know, like sometimes it's funny, but as gamers, like, you know, because like as a gamer, you grow up with it. You start as a kid, right? And if you're not really taught well as a kid, you'll just say like the worst type of shit at 13. Like, and we know that the three of us will know it, right? But
yeah,
you know,
I think so. I would hope so.
I would hope so. Well, there's people like even like at the age of 31 can't handle it.
I don't think it really is an age thing, to tell you the truth. I don't think it is really into it. It's just
someone could say something that's gonna trigger you no matter what.
Yeah, it'll trigger. Like, it takes the smallest thing, and you look at the smallest thing, you're like, why? Like, and then it'll trigger you. So it's like, I think you gotta have like a strong social circle that can support you even on the worst days. Like, say like, you can't handle it, this is your job, right? Take a day off, like stuff like that. You don't have to always
take
stream.
a week off, take a month off.
Yeah, take a break like once in a while.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Like with these streamers, I think they don't realize. They feel like they have to keep putting up content.
I would say so.
Which
because
you do, but like
you actually do. Yeah, look at PewDiePie.
If you're at the top, like which he was kind of at the top, you could take a month off.
Yeah.
No.
Like okay, so wait, is losing? Okay, say so he probably has what, 1 million followers.
Oh, we're talking. Okay, so if you're talking about like, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I
So
would
you
say
have
it's
1 million
required.
followers. Say you have like 1 million followers, right? What's worth more, your mental health or losing 100,000 followers?
No. Yeah, when you're putting it on the scale like that, yes, I hear you. But
Yeah.
this is what I've heard, really, and from streamers, for an example, that even taking a couple days off affects their numbers.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
affects
they're
it
scared of.
really bad. Like people will just stop watching.
I don't know. 'Cause I feel like it's like I
No,
don't know
I
if
hear
my
you,
numbers
but
are
that's
worth my
I
mental
literally
health.
no, I agree. Like I totally agree. I hear what you're saying, and I
Because
understand
you could
that.
always get, once you come back, those followers will come back. They will come back.
Yeah, I know, but that's their that's their fear, and that's something they can't like. Well, that they
You
can't
can.
ignore.
You have to like, I don't know if they need to like, there has to be like some type of life coach or something for streamers where it's like, okay,
They don't have
you
that.
gotta teach them, like,
The streaming
they
job,
need
like
some-
streaming
they
job
need-
is so new that like
yeah,
I don't think they even have insurance or anything like that. They have to do it themselves. They're taxed.
like you need someone making sure these guys are like okay mentally.
Yeah,
Well, that's something still that's coming out of your pocket. at
like
the
it's
same time.
new. Like it's so new. Like people won't care about like gaming mental health because like people just perceive it as like that's just part of the game. That's part of being a gamer. Like you have to be able to take someone saying your shit, or they'll say something
Yeah,
about
that's
your
all.
family, like stuff like that.
But when you're doing like a stream, like for like how many hours, and you have like 5 hours of sleep a day, you're not thinking at a high capacity at that point. Your
I
brain
don't, I
is
don't
not
think they only have
functioning.
5 hours sleep. They stream for like 8 hours or so, and then like they have like they still have a
They're
day.
not getting sleep. They're not getting sleep.
No, they get sleep. Trust me, they have sleep, but it's more like when they don't have sleep is when like they're editing their own videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, fine. It's like you're still like,
But if you're
No,
that
no,
big,
brain-
you're paying someone to edit your videos.
yeah, true.
And remember, that's their full-time job at the same time, so it's not like they're doing other things as well, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but also remember, like this is a flexible job. It's flexible in a way where it's like
You still have to remember, even when you're not on stream, you're still thinking about what my next content going to be.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
thinking
that's what I'm
about
saying,
you're
but,
thinking
like-
about your content. You're thinking about like when you're gonna stream because say you stream, you set your schedule. You're gonna stream. People are gonna expect to watch you at that time at certain times or like certain times of the week. And like if you miss it, another person who's just behind you will take your viewers because you're not streaming, right? So like say
But
I'm
should you be
streaming,
having that mentality though? Is that the mentality you should really be having?
but like if you care about your numbers, yes,
If you're running a business, that's the same exact thing.
that's you have to.
Okay,
Can I give you?
okay, this is good. Okay, so okay, here's my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you decide to stream, right? What is your goal? Are you doing this for fun, and then hopefully you make money, or is your goal I want to make money?
For me, it's fun. For me, it's fun. But at that point, they're making money.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, if it's for fun, then you would realize like, okay, this is feeling more like a job than anything. I should step back, take a breather, and come back to this when I'm ready.
Yeah, but this is their full-time job. They can't just step back.
I
They're
get
losing
that
money.
I get that's your full-time job, but at the same time, it's like you still have to find a week off for yourself. And it's
Yeah,
not like you have to go to,
yeah, you can get a break. There's a week off you can take.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's not like you have to go to your boss and say, hey, you could take that week off anytime you want. So at this point where you're just like, oh no, I have to do this right now because this is the hot thing. If I don't do it now, it's over. Like I'll lose views. Like I don't think that's a mentality you should have. Because there are a lot of streamers that I follow and they take their time and they won't post anything for like a week or maybe a month. But as soon as they post something, they get those views. Like people will wait if you tell them to wait.
Well, you know what? I've seen. Okay, I can't say that's not gonna work because I've seen that where people are like, "Hey
there
guys,
are
I'm going to
cases
be
where-
going off for
There
a
are
month."
cases where people do not post stuff for a month and they still have that huge.
Yeah, you know what? They
That
come
huge
back
following.
stronger. I agree. You know what? I agree. But remember, it's all again, and that's why it goes back to mentality or the thinking. Like people are generally concerned that taking that break will cause them to lose viewerships. It's
Yeah, I'm not saying.
it's a fear, and you know what? Fears are cannibals. Like right, they
Yeah,
eat
sure, but
you.
I'm saying we need someone to like talk them through that and like tell them, like, okay, you can kick
Yeah, but
breaks,
remember, it's
multiple
most of
breaks.
the. No, I hear you. Most of these guys, or those or gals, or people, are usually running their business by themselves. And if you have that sort of mentality and you may be working on a small group, being in that close circle, like you guys would have the same sort of mentality in terms of the same thinking, all that stuff. It's a sync thing. It's how teamwork goes. And you know what? If one person's thinking the same way, the others are thinking that other way as well. It's a closed circle that feeds on each other, right? In a sense. So I don't know. There is an easy way to get it. Well, no, I can't
I
say
would say
there's
there's
an
an
easy.
easy way. Because mental health is
No, it's a
treats
complicated
everyone
thing.
different.
It's really a complicated. I hear you. The thing I'm thinking about is I hear you. Like this break is crucial. It's a must. I agree.
Like my thing is
Um,
like the moment it starts being fun for you, not unless it's not being fun, but like the moment like it's like more it's such a job that's stressing you out, like you do have to take a break.
no, I hear you.
Yeah. So let's bring
Because
it
at this,
back.
I
Let's bring it
think
back a little bit because like Reckful like actually discussed like include like that he has bipolar, right? He has bipolar and depression.
Oh, he did say that.
He
Okay.
did no, he
Yeah,
like yeah he talked about it before like earlier in like in
Okay.
his career, right?
Okay.
And you know people also talk about it, but like it wasn't taken seriously. And I think like when he did that open discussion or not open up proposal on Twitter, like yes, it was on him that he did it, but also obviously it was like part of like you know his mania or um eccentricism, him being eccentric.
Hmm.
And it's
yes.
also I also think it's also on the fault of people. Like it falls on the viewers, whoever commented like, "Oh, you're stupid. Why'd you do this?
Yeah, that's
Like, why
true.
would you do it
Especially if
online?"
you knew, if
Yeah,
you know,
and
if you
then
pause and you know he has mental health problems, and you know he has these bipolar.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna roast a
and
bipolar guy
I
for doing
would yeah,
something that a bipolar person would do. Like, yeah, that's stupid.
like I would look at it like, of course, like it's kind of weird. Like I'd still be
But like
like,
he's bipolar, and
I
that's of
wouldn't
course
say
something a
that.
bipolar person would do. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
and I
roast a
wouldn't
bipolar
like roast
person.
him like that. So like yeah, it's a tragedy. Like there's already like a bunch of like memorials I think like people have shown already, especially in Warcraft, where like they would go to a church and they all like had their own memorial type of ceremonies in each server, which was really cool. I saw it online. Yeah, and I don't know, like I think if we have to say something about mental health issues, I feel like I think we were kind of discussing about it, but yeah, take that break. I would say like have a strong social circle, someone that you can talk to about it. If something is triggering you or you know causing you to go into like a downward spiral, take that break. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like it doesn't have to come to this. And if you know someone that is suffering from this, please help them. Please check up on your friends. For everyone listening.
Haven't heard from somebody? Just give them a call. Like a call, not a message.
Or
Well,
create
maybe
a
a
group
message
chat.
even will help.
Create a group chat. That always works.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea too.
Yeah.
It works for us.
I hope so. Really, I hope
I know
so.
whatever. I would hope so. I know whatever.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking about it now. Like, okay. Well.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up. If you guys want to say anything to finish this.
Converse
Mental
more.
health is real. Yes.
It's a real thing. Talk. Do we say talk?
Don't fall for that toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Masculinity.
The ones just
Masculine.
talk. Just have those conversations. Just have a conversation. You never know how much good that will do. To tell you the truth.
Also, stop calling people simps for like the smallest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically
That's it.
It's all that. Yeah, just end it on this.
Yeah. Kind of sad. Episode 13. You know, not the best day on Twitch to be a gamer. But you know what? I think. Yeah, I think it's a small step. that we should.
Life is it's all about the roller coaster. There will be ups and there will be downs, but just pay attention to those ups, and hopefully those downs won't keep you down. Simple as that.
I
All right,
like that
guys.
one. Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll call that. Thank you very much. We'll end it off. And yeah, don't forget to leave a comment down below. What you guys want to talk about. Not that great, but yeah, please check up on your friends. We'll see you in episode 14. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See ya.